Okay, class. Good morning. Welcome to our Zoom meeting today. How are you today? How are you, class? Apa kabar anak-anak? Hello. Is there anyone here? How are you today?
Ma'am,
I am fine, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. I hope that all of you
I'm
are
fine,
good today. Yes. Thank you, Rahel. Okay, so before we start our lesson, let's lead our prayer first. Who will lead our prayer today? Connie, right? Connie, yes, please lead our prayer today. Yes, please, Connie.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, all together. Amen.
Okay, thank you very much, Connie. Okay, yes, class. So before we start our lesson, don't forget to present the attendance link. I have sent you the link. Okay, don't forget to fill your attendance today. Nanti jangan lupa anak-anak untuk mengisi absen hari ini yang Mem sudah berikan di link kita ini. Okay, link of our attendance list. Okay, don't forget to fill this link. Okay, while joining this class. Okay, right, students. So today we are going to learn our lesson again. Hari ini kita belajar kembali. So before that, I would like to remind you to always apply the health protocol. Jangan lupa untuk selalu menerapkan protokol kesehatan, wear mask, wash your hands, and then avoid crowd. Oke, hindari kerumunan supaya pandemi virus corona boleh segera selesai. Oke, right, class. So last week we learned about notice, and today our topic is personal recall. Who can relate our previous topic and our topic today? Kira-kira siapa yang bisa mencari hubungan antara topik kita minggu lalu dengan topik hari ini? Yes, please. Yep. Who can relate our previous topic, notice and personal recall? Yep.
Saya, ma'am.
Okay, yes, please. Rahel.
Visited some places.
Kalau kita ke tempat-tempat untuk mendeskripsikannya sama-sama ada notisnya, ma'am.
Oh, okay. When we visited some tourism places, you said that there are some notices there. Good. Okay, very good, Rahel. Okay, good answer. Jawabannya bagus sekali. Is there any idea? Ada lagi yang bisa memberikan pendapatnya hubungan antara notice and personal recall? Yes. Yes, Connie.
Keduanya sama-sama untuk menyampaikan sebuah informasi, ma'am.
Oh, okay, thank you, Connie. According to Connie, both of them are trying to present information. Thank you very much, Connie. Okay, good answer. Okay, right, students. So it is true what Rahel said. Jadi benar yang Rahel bilang. Kenapa kita bisa mengaitkannya? Ketika kita sering jalan-jalan ke sebuah tempat wisata, pasti ada pemberitahuan ataupun notice that we often see. Like kalau misalnya lagi di situasi corona saat ini, pasti ada selalu aba-aba untuk wear mask, wash your hands, okay, avoid crowd. So it is true. And then it's about giving information seperti yang dibilang oleh si Connie. Okay, good job. Okay, now class, I want you to see the picture here. Could you see my picture? Bisa lihat gambarnya, nak?
Bisa, ma'am.
Okay. Right. So according to you, where is it? It looks familiar, right? Nampaknya ini kan sepertinya familiar ya kan? Kita orang Karo
Brastagi, ma'am, di Brastagi.
Yes, very good, Soraya. Oke, ma'am, tanda sekali suara si Soraya ini, oke? Right, Soraya.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, so it is in Brastagi, okay. I believe that all of you, okay, have been here. Kita kalau orang Karo nggak jauh dari sekolah kita cuma 30 menit pasti sering ke sini ya kan. The first picture ini kan Tugu Perjuangan, right? Whenever people want to go to Brastagi pasti lewat sini. The second is Pasar Buah Brastagi. What about the gold one? Yang warna emas ini apa? Siapa yang tahu ini di mana?
Taman Lumbini.
Yes, good, Connie. Taman Lumbini. What about this one? The swimming pool. Ini kira-kira tahu nggak di hotel mana ini? Di mana? Masa nggak tahu? Ini di Mikiho holiday, okay? Gundaling di dekat Gundaling. So all of these places are located in Brastagi. But my question, Mem bukan mau tanya di mana ini karena Mem tahu kalian pasti sudah sering ke sini atau sudah pernah. My question, what is special about Brastagi? Why do people visit Brastagi? Yes,
Semua objek wisatanya itu Mem bagus-bagus tempatnya Mem, cantik-cantik.
Okay, according to Soraya, it is so beautiful, bagus-bagus. Thank you very much, Soraya. Any idea kenapa orang mengunjungi Brastagi?
Udaranya Mem segar.
Okay, according to Bella, the weather was very fresh. Udaranya segar. Very good. So, why do many people visit Brastagi? Because there are so many spots, okay, to visit. Ada banyak tempat yang bisa kita kunjungi di Brastagi. And then what? The weather is fresh. Udaranya juga segar di Brastagi, dingin ya kan? Right, class. So, this is some examples of tourism places that you can visit. Okay, near you. Ini dekat dengan kita. Jadi Mem yakin kalian semua di sini sudah pasti setidak-tidaknya lewat daerah ini ya kan? Karena ini dekat sekali dengan lokasi tempat tinggal kita ataupun sekolah kita. Kisarannya paling 30 to 40 minutes, okay? Right, class. So, today our topic is personal recount. Hari ini topik kita itu adalah personal recount. Dan tujuan pembelajaran kita setelah mengikuti proses pembelajaran dengan pendekatan saintifik dan model pembelajaran problem-based learning, kalian diharapkan mampu menganalisis, membandingkan, mengembangkan, dan menyajikan sebuah teks personal recount yang benar dengan sikap perilaku jujur, disiplin, dan bertanggung jawab. Lalu nanti pada akhirnya akan mencapai nilai KKM 75. So this is the objective of our study today, class. Right, students? So learning personal recount is very easy, and I believe that you could get many advantages from this lesson. Ada banyak manfaat yang kalian bisa dapat dari belajar personal recount. Apa saja? You can share your experience. Kamu bisa nanti cerita pengalaman kamu. Okay, and then you can also describe people about the place that you visited. Jadi secara tidak langsung juga kamu bisa mendeskripsikan tempat-tempat yang kamu kunjungi dengan menceritakannya kembali. So it is very useful to study. Okay, class. So as our starting point today, Mem akan putar sebuah video. This is my personal video. Ini video Mem sendiri. I want you to see my video, and then after that, please see, okay, please see the video. Okay, nanti lihat apa sih yang diceritakan di video itu. Okay.
Last month, my family and I went to Pantai Bali Lestari. We left at 9 a.m. through the highway to shorten the time. The view in the highway was so epic. We arrived there around 11 a.m. We paid the ticket 10,000 rupiahs per each person. The ticket was very cheap. We parked our car first before entering the beach. After parking our car, we directly went to the location of the beach. It is Bali Lestari. The health protocol here was so good. All the visitors must wash their hands before entering the location. Then, we rented a hut there. It cost 50,000 rupiahs for the small hut. You could see all the notices about the health protocol there. It was very good. My husband and my daughter sat near the beach. They enjoyed the view. My daughter and I played near the beach. We created sandcastle. My little girl felt so happy. We laughed a lot there. After that, my daughter swam with my father. They used flat tire and they both looked so joyful. The weather was sunny at that time. At 4 o'clock, we decided to go back home. We took many photographs before we left the beach. This short holiday was so awesome. All of us felt really happy and grateful.
Okay, students. So, have you seen my video? Sudah melihat video, ma'am?
Sudah, ma'am.
Okay. So,
Sudah, ma'am.
Okay. What is your opinion about my video?
Your video tells us about your previous holiday, ma'am. You and your family go to beach.
Okay, according to Connie, my video tells you about my previous holiday when I went to the beach with my family. Very good, Connie. Thank you. Right, students. So it is true what Connie said, ya kan? Itu videonya bercerita tentang saat Mem jalan-jalan ke sebuah pantai dengan keluarga Mem, ya kan? Mem ceritakan dari awal berangkat sampai pulangnya ngapain saja di sana. Thank you, Connie. Right, next question. Why do I create that video? Why I documented that video? Kenapa saya mendokumentasikan video itu? Kenapa saya membuat video itu? Yes? Any idea?
You want to share us about your experience when you go to that place and apa saja yang ada di sana mungkin.
Okay, according to Connie, because maybe I want to share you my past experience and then what was there, apa-apa saja di sana. Good, very good Connie, okay? Sepertinya Connie sudah mulai mengerti kenapa membuat video itu. Right, so and then according to you, menurut kamu juga, okay? When I in the beach, okay, or when you were in the beach, ketika kita di beach, ya, kayak di sebuah pantai, kira-kira fenomena alam apa yang pada umumnya sering terjadi di daerah pantai? Nah, kalau di pantai itu, kalau kita cerita-cerita, apa fenomena yang mungkin sering terjadi di pantai?
Ombak.
Ombak, waves, good. And then what else? Apa salah satu fenomena yang paling mengerikan yang sering terjadi itu di daerah pantai? Dari bahasa Jepang katanya. What is that?
Tsunami, ma'am.
Yes, very good, Rahel. So tsunami. So speaking about beach, kalau kita bercerita tentang pantai, ya kan, kita juga bisa relate pelajaran ini dengan geografi, oke, dengan science, oke. So tsunami itu adalah salah satu fenomena yang paling sering muncul di daerah pantai. Oke, kenapa paling sering muncul di daerah pantai? Karena tsunami itu adalah gelombang laut besar yang disebabkan oleh gerakan tiba-tiba di dasar laut. Karena itulah kadang-kadang ketika ombak besar, orang itu malas ke pantai. Because what? They avoid tsunami. Okay? Tsunami occurs when major fault under the ocean floor suddenly slips. Ya kan? Tiba-tiba bergerak dan memunculkan yang kata si Connie tadi, ada ombak yang besar. Okay? That's why whenever you want to visit the beach, always be careful. Selalu hati-hati. Ya kan? Tidak berenang terlalu jauh because we've never known sometimes. Okay? But there is also technology, okay, nowadays that can detect the tsunami. It is called as buoy. Jadi ada satu teknologi juga yang bisa mendeteksi tsunami. Jadi tidak langsung kita misalnya terkena tsunami atau tiba-tiba tidak ada angin, tidak ada hujan, kita tidak dapat informasi. Tetap saja sekarang BMKG tetap membuat sebuah teknologi yang bisa mendeteksi tsunami. Okay, so that's the relations about our subject today with other subject. Okay, jadi kita juga bisa mengaitkan topik personal recount hari ini dengan topik seperti geography, science, and also technology. It is called as STEAM. Okay, STEAM approach. Ya, okay, kelas. So, is there any question? Ada lagi pertanyaan yang kalian mau tanyakan tentang video mem tadi? Is there any question? Yep. Is there any question? After you understand why I documented that video and that I have explained to you the phenomenon, Mem sudah menjelaskan sebuah phenomenon. Ada pertanyaan yang kalian ingin tanyakan tentang personal recount?
Cara buatnya gimana jadinya, Mem?
Cara buat apa, Rahel? Membuat apa? What do you mean by your question, dear?
Cara buat recount itu gimana, Mem?
Oh, okay. So according to Rahel, after watching my video, Rahel wants to know how to create personal recount, how to write, ya kan? What is the structures, ya kan? Itu pertanyaan si Rahel. Good question, Rahel. So to answer Rahel's question, untuk bisa menjawab pertanyaan dari si Rahel, I will give you some worksheet to do. Saya akan berikan kalian sebuah worksheet untuk kalian kerjakan. And then to answer that worksheet, I will ask you to discuss with your friends. Nanti Mem akan masukkan kalian ke dalam grup breakout room. Please discuss about the first worksheet there. Okay? Mem bagi dulu grupnya. Nanti Mem akan tunjukkan worksheet yang harus kalian kerjakan. By the way, class, the worksheet can be downloaded, okay, as usual in our blog, Eka Rezeki teacher.blogspot.com. Jadi bisa langsung nanti dilihat worksheetnya. Mem akan bagi dulu kalian ke dalam breakout room. Mem akan bagi kalian ke dalam breakout room, oke? Okay? Nanti silahkan langsung masuk ke dalam roomnya, oke? Okay? Yep. Oke. Okay. Wait a minute. Oke. Okay. Please join the room. Yes. Okay. Okay, don't forget to accept the link so that you can directly be guided to the breakout room. Okay. Why? I will go to the first room now to see the progress of your discussions. But before that, I will show you the worksheet. Okay. Once again, you can download the worksheet in our blog and then also in our WhatsApp group.
Hello, ma'am.
You are now in a breakout room. You will do the first worksheet. Okay. I want you to analyze the first worksheet. Okay. This is the first worksheet. Okay. Don't forget to analyze the first worksheet. It's about social function, generic structure, and then language features. So far, do you have a problem about the first worksheet? Do you understand what you are going to do? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Please discuss, Bella, Rachel, Natasha, Rabina. Okay, please discuss about the first worksheet. Okay, it's about the personal recount text. I will leave you and then I will go to the next group. Okay.
Mem, mic-nya masih di mute. Mem, mic masih di...
Sorry, okay. Do you have a problem, Connie, about the first worksheet, about the analysis of the generic structure, language features, and then social functions with your group?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay, please discuss, okay? Connie, Novita, okay? Desi, please discuss, okay? One more minute, we will go to our main room, okay? Please discuss, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So guys, one of you knows what is the generic structure of this text?
Okay, students, welcome back to our main room. So let me share to you the first worksheet that we are going to discuss. Okay, so wait a minute. Yeah, so once again, class, all the materials, all the worksheet can be downloaded here in our blog. And our previous material also you can download here. So for instance, if you miss the first lesson, you can see the material here. Jadi langsung saja ke blognya ekarjekiteacher.blogspot.com. Bisa dilihat materi yang sudah lewat juga masih bisa kembali dipelajari. Okay? Dan worksheet tadi juga sudah masuk di sini. Okay? Right class, so this is the first worksheet. Ini worksheet yang pertama yang sudah tadi kalian diskusikan. So it's about analyzing the text, okay? Trip to Pantai Mangrove, okay? Who can read the text? Siapa yang bisa baca teks ini sebelum kita diskusikan bersama-sama? Who can read the text? Yes, please. Who can read? Okay, Connie, yes.
To Pantai Mangrove with my family. It is located in Serdang Bedagai Regency, about 53 kilometers from Medan, North Sumatra. The trip there took about 1 per 5 hours. We left from Medan at 11 a.m. using a car and we arrived at about 1:30 p.m.
Stop. Okay, stop, Connie. Okay, next. Could you continue, Bella? Bella?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, could you continue the second paragraph, Bella? After we arrive there, yes, please.
After we arrived there, my husband rented a hut to take a rest. My daughter and I immediately ran towards the beach. We played water on the beach. It was a sunny day with the blue sky. My daughter also made a sandcastle and she enjoyed it very much. We swam and ran about there. Then we decided to order some seafood as our lunch. It tasted delicious. We took a lot of photos with the background of beautiful beach.
Thank you very much. Now, who can continue the last paragraph? Yes, please. What about Rahel?
Me.
Okay, yes, please. Me, yes, please. Who is that? Siapa yang lagi ngomong ini, aku?
Saya, ma'am. Saya, ma'am.
Okay, yes, please, Rahel. Okay, yes, please, Rahel. Yes. Hello.
Saya, ma'am, Eci, ma'am.
Okay, yes, please, Eci. Okay. Hi, Eci. Yes, please. Continue the last paragraph, Eci.
In the afternoon, we decided to go back. I feel happy to be able to go on the vacation with family and enjoy the beauty of nature created by God.
Thank you very much, Connie. Thank you very much, Bella and Eci. Okay. Anyway, your pronunciations is very good. Kayaknya semakin hari pronunciationsnya sudah semakin baik, ya kan? Right. So this is my own personal recount. Jadi ini adalah pengalaman pribadi Mem sendiri. Jadi ada nampak fotonya kan? Oke, me with my family. Oke. So I went to Pantai Mangrove. Okay. Right. So you have analyzed this text. You have discussed this text. Okay. So now, who can answer the questions, the analysis, the generic structure, the language features, and then the social function? Yes, please. Siapa yang bisa menjawab sekarang apa saja generic structure-nya? Okay. Okay, Connie. Yes, please.
So the generic structure of this text is orientation.
Okay.
Structure, orientation, events, and reorientation.
Okay, good job. Thank you very much, Connie. According to Connie, generic structure, orientation, events, and then reorientation. Don't forget, it pronounced as structure. Ya, anakku, dia dibaca itu structure. Okay, right. Now, what about the social function, Connie?
The social function is to entertainment.
Okay, to entertain. Okay, what about the language features?
Language feature-nya using simple past tense and conjunction.
Okay, using simple past and conjunction. Thank you very much, Connie. Okay, right. So Connie from group, which group are you? By the way, tadi grup berapa ya? Grup 1 ya? Okay, thank you. Yes, any comment about what Connie said? Yes, please, class. Ada tanggapan tentang jawaban si Connie? Other student?
Ma'am, kalau social functionnya itu untuk to amuse itu bisa, ma'am?
Kalau social functions-nya to amuse, oke. From Ecik, oke. Karena si Ecik bilang kalau social functions-nya to amuse itu bisa. Oke, let me analyze now. Sekarang saya analyze, oke. So what Connie said about generic structure, okay, the first is orientation, events, and then reorientation, correct. Oke, yang dia bilang itu benar, oke. And then the second, tadi dia bilang social functions-nya to entertain. Terus si Ecik bertanya, kalau saya buat to amuse bisa, ma'am? The answer is yes, you can put to amuse. Jadi entertain dengan amuse itu sama. Nah, jadi kamu bisa tuliskan entertain atau kamu boleh tuliskan amuse. Maknanya itu sama. Jadi, Eci, pertanyaan kamu bagus, oke? Okay? The answer is true, oke? Okay? Kamu juga bisa membuatkan amuse, ya. And then the language features-nya itu tadi katanya adalah using simple past and then also conjunction. Who can tell me, siapa yang bisa menjelaskan sama saya, kenapa kalian bilang menggunakan simple past dari teks ini? Apakah kalian nampak emang yang namanya simple past itu? Yes, Connie?
Karena simple past tense itu sendiri adalah jenis kalimat yang menceritakan kejadian yang terjadi di masa lampau, ma'am.
Okay, good, very good, Connie. Okay, but I want you to show me at least one verb of simple past in my text here. Kalau gitu coba tunjukkan sama mem satu saja, Connie. Mana verb simple past dari teks mem ini rupanya?
Ini ada kalimat pertama di paragraf pertama, mem, itu a few months ago I went to Pantai Mangrove family.
Oke. Jadi verbnya yang mana, Connie? When?
Yeah,
when. A few months ago.
Okay, good. What about the others? Eci, can you show me one verb of simple past, Eci?
Ya, ma'am. Left. We left from Medan itu, ma'am.
Okay, left. Okay, good. So, yang kalian tuliskan berarti sudah benar, ya kan? Jadi generic structure-nya sudah benar. Ada orientation, events, and then also reorientation. And then the second tadi language features-nya itu simple past juga sudah dibuktikan sudah benar, ya kan? So, connectors, mana conjunction-nya kalau begitu? Mana conjunction? What about Fitriani? Fitriani, could you show me the conjunction?
After itu, ma'am.
After, yes, very good. Ya kan, after itu adalah conjunction. Jadi, sudah benar yang kalian tuliskan. Right? Okay, class. So, you have discussed the first worksheet. Okay, and then I see that you have got the answers. Kalian sudah dapat jawabannya, sudah benar. Jangan lupa ya, nakku, boleh dituliskan to entertain, boleh juga dituliskan to amuse. Okay? Dan verbnya selalu menggunakan simple past. Sudah dibuktikan tadi sama si Connie, sama si Eci, okay? Bahwasanya memang personal recount itu menjelaskan kejadian yang sudah terjadi, ya kan? Very good, class. So far, do you have a problem? Ada pertanyaan tentang the first worksheet? No? No, if you don't have a problem, now we will go to the second worksheet, okay? In this worksheet, there are two texts to analyze. Ada dua teks yang akan kalian analisis di sini. Okay, after analyzing the first and then the second text, nanti setelah selesai menganalisisnya, tugas kalian yang paling utama adalah menemukan persamaan dan perbedaan di teks ini. Apakah teks ini sama? Ataukah memang sebenarnya ada yang berbeda dari dua teks ini? Okay, let me stop my screen first, and then I will again assign you into the breakout room. Okay? Yep. Okay. You will move again to your breakout room. Please discuss. Okay? Yes, okay, so please directly go to the breakout room, okay, and then start to discuss the second worksheet in your group, okay. Stephanie, yes, please go to the breakout room. Valentina also go to the breakout room. Fitriani also go to the breakout room, okay. Right, I will come to the group to see the discussion. Hello, group 1. Okay, Rahel, Redina,
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Soraya. Okay.
Hi, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Soraya, this is the second worksheet. Okay, please discuss with your friends. Do you have a problem about finding similarities and differences?
No, ma'am. So far, so good. I have found the differences and the similarities also.
Oh, okay. So, what is the similarities? Apa kira-kira hasil diskusi kalian tentang similaritiesnya?
Jadi kan, ma'am, persamaannya itu, aduh mana sih teksnya? Aduh, tunggu ya, ma'am. Saya nengok catatan saya dulu.
Yes. Because you are discussing with WhatsApp group, right? Silahkan dibaca di WhatsApp.
Right, ma'am.
Yes.
Jadi similaritiesnya itu sama-sama ini text 1 and text 2 have similarities in the generic structure, ma'am.
Okay, generic structure. Okay, I will leave your discussions and then go to the next group. Please discuss, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Bella, please discuss with Natasha, with Soraya, with Bella and Rahel, okay? I will go to the room 2. Hello? Hello, group 2?
Yeah, hello, ma'am.
Okay, what about the discussion now, group 2, about finding similarities and differences? Have you got it?
Udah kami bahas, ma'am.
Okay, so far, what can you discuss? Apa yang kalian sudah bisa diskusikan atau yang sudah dapat jawabannya sejauh ini?
Jadi kedua teks mempunyai kesamaan di generic structure-nya, ma'am. Sedangkan perbedaan beda.
Oke, perbedaan tidak ada menurut grup
Nggak
kalian.
ada,
Oke,
ma'am.
what is that, Marlina?
Difference-nya nggak ada, ma'am. Kami temukan, ma'am.
Oke, difference-nya tidak ada ditemukan di grup ini. Oke, thank you. Oke, please discuss again. Oke, I will come to the next group. Okay, class, I will close all the room. Okay. Yes, so welcome back to our main room. You have discussed with your group, okay, about the first and then the second text, okay? Yes, now I want you to tell me what have you discussed, okay, in your group about the first and then the second text. Okay? Whose group? Grup yang mana ini kira-kira? Which group wants to present the result of the discussion? Grup mana yang mau mencoba untuk mendiskusikan hasil dari diskusinya? Yes, please. Oke. Okay. Siapa yang mau menjelaskan persamaan dan perbedaan yang mereka sudah dapat? Yes, please. Okay, Connie from group 2. You are turn on your microphone. Yes, please, Connie.
First text and second text have similarities in generic structure, and the difference is nggak ada, ma'am.
Oh, okay. According to group 2 katanya the similarities-nya katanya the generic structures, and then the differences they cannot find differences here. Okay, any comment? Other groups? What about group 1? Yes, please. Group 1, any comment about what group 2 has said? Yes, please, Fitriani.
Yes, Miss.
Yeah.
According to me, the text 1 and text 2 have different in generic structure.
Okay.
Menurut saya, Miss, di teks 1 itu dia tidak ada reorientationnya, sedangkan yang di teks 2 ada. So I think both the text is different. Different.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Fitriani. Okay, it is very interesting. Okay, so we have two different point of views here. Ada dua pendapat yang berbeda dari dua grup. Grup si Connie, grup 2 bilang persamaannya itu di generic structure-nya itu sama-sama punya orientation, events, and reorientation. Tapi perbedaannya nggak ada, mem. Berarti semuanya sama katanya. But according to Fitriani from group 1, kata si Fitriani dari grup 1, ada mem perbedaannya. Bedanya itu katanya teks 1 itu tidak ada reorientation, teks 2 itu ada reorientation. Kalau gitu pertanyaan saya, what do you mean by reorientation? Kalau begitu apa yang kita maksud dengan reorientation sebenarnya? Grup 1 coba, karena tadi kalian bilang masalah orientation, berarti kalian agak sedikit mengerti ini apa itu reorientation. Yes please, group 1. Soraya maybe, or Bella, Rahel, or Eci. What is reorientation?
You.
Yes, please. What is reorientation? Halo?
Aku bertujuan menghadirkan kembali peristiwa sejarah pada masa kini.
Oh, oke. Kalau menurut Santa katanya reorientation itu bertujuan untuk menghadirkan kembali peristiwa sejarah. Oke, thank you Santa. Any other comment? Ada lagi pendapat lain tentang apa itu reorientation?
Gini mem, reorientation itu kan menurut Soraya ya mem, dia itu kayak kesimpulan dari inti ceritanya semua, kan? Kayak mengulang lagi yang di paragraf pertamanya gitu. Misalnya paragraf pertama menceritakan tentang liburan kan. Nah nanti di reorientation-nya this is a very impressive holiday for me. Kayak gitu contohnya mem. Kalau reorientation itu menurut saya ya mem.
Oh oke. Berarti menurut Soraya itu dan grupnya reorientation itu seperti pendapat si penulis tentang liburan yang sudah dia jalani.
Iya kayak gitu kira-kira mem.
Oke. Right, so let's discuss. Kalau begitu saya klarifikasi untuk tahu siapa yang sebenarnya yang benar. Oke. So, generic structure-nya ada, orientation-nya ada. Oke, mana orientation-nya, mem? Text 1 last Wednesday was a tiring day. Oke, sudah nampak. Oke, kapan? Oke, waktunya. Text 2, I spend my holiday in Parapat. Juga sudah nampak waktunya. Oke, di mana dan siapa tokohnya, orientation-nya. Ada event-nya, mem? Let us see, kita lihat. I spend my time to do a lot of activities. First in the morning, next I clean up, I went jogging. Ada mem, oke? Sudah ada. Teks itu ada mem. Kita lihat. On the first day we went to Tomok. On the next day we went to Tuk Tuk. And then the last day we bought some souvenirs. Berarti ada eventsnya. Sekarang kita lihat, oke? Apakah memang di teks 1 itu dan di teks 2 itu ada reorientation-nya. Let us check. Teks 1, reorientation, oke, yang dibilang sama si Soraya tadi itu benar. Jadi apa yang disebut dengan reorientation? Itu namanya restating kembali orientation dengan giving personal opinion. Jadi si penulis itu di akhir cerita itu memberikan kesannya, pesannya tentang liburan yang sudah dia jalani. Di teks 1 ini anak-anak, we don't see any reorientation. It stopped until the event and finally I could take a rest in my bedroom. Selesai. Dia tidak ada ceritakan kayak mana perasaannya tentang seharian di last Wednesday waktu itu. But in the text 2 apakah ada? Kita lihat. I had a fantastic experience in Parapat and made wonderful memory with my family. It was a great trip. So it is called as reorientation, stating writer's personal opinion about the experience, okay, that she or he, okay, had. Jadi di teks kedua ini ada reorientation-nya. Berarti yang dibilang oleh grup 1 Sis Fitriani tadi sudah benar. Jadi teks 1 dan teks 2 berbeda. Oke, grup 2 nggak apa-apa ya nakku, namanya belajar ya. Jadi ada bedanya nakku. Jadi bukan tidak ada. Jadi perbedaannya itu adalah di reorientation. Jadi mereka itu berbeda di bagian reorientation-nya. Okay, so far do you understand? Sejauh ini sudah paham?
Mem, mau tanya boleh, Mem?
What is that, Eci? Yes?
Berarti, Mem, di dalam teks recount itu kalau nggak ada orientation-nya boleh, bisa gitu, Mem?
Bisa, Eci. Good question. Ini pertanyaannya juga bagus sekali. Kalau gitu, Mem, boleh nggak ada reorientation? It is okay, nggak masalah. Because reorientation is optional. Jadi reorientation itu sifatnya optional, boleh ditaruh, boleh tidak. Jadi tidak ada masalah. Jadi karena itu teks pertama ini tetap juga dikatakan sebagai recount text. Teks 2 pun recount text. Jadi reorientation itu sifatnya optional. Tapi orientation and events itu sifatnya essential. It is a must. Harus ada. Good question, Ecik. Pertanyaannya bagus sekali. Oke? Okay? Yes, so far. Ada lagi yang mau bertanya, nakku? Sudah jelas?
Sudah, Mem.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Okay.
Sudah, Mem.
Okay. Thank you very much, students. Okay, it's a very good discussion. Okay, bagus sekali diskusinya. Sudah nampak ada perbedaannya. Okay, ada variasinya. Very good. Now, class, supaya tadi makin paham apa itu reorientation, apa itu orientation, Mem akan putar kembali video penjelasan singkat, Mem, untuk memastikan yang kalian tuliskan tadi itu sudah benar atau belum. Okay? Please watch this video. Okay, class. So this is the brief explanation about personal recount. So what is personal recount? It's a text to retell past experience. Jadi namanya saja sudah personal, berarti nanti yang dia ceritakan kembali itu adalah pengalaman pribadinya. Kayak tadi Mem menceritakan, Mem jalan-jalan ke pantai, berarti itu my own personal recount. And then the generic structure, orientation, events, and then reorientation. And then the language featuresnya using simple past, and then using connectors like when, after that, finally. Social functionnya to entertain atau yang dibilang si Eci tadi to amuse. Okay, students. So it is the explanations about personal recount text. Now, because you have discussed the first and then the second worksheet with your groups, it is now your individual work. Ini adalah kerja secara individu. Mau kalian sekarang mencoba untuk this one. Let's see. Okay, my third worksheet. I have provided you, okay, one personal recount text, but this text is incomplete. Teks ini belum lengkap. Mem sudah sediakan orientationnya di sini. One fine day in Brastagi. Last year, my family and I decided to spend our New Year's holiday in Brastagi. We chose Brastagi because it was not far from our house and there were so many places to visit there. We left in the morning around 7 a.m. and arrived there at 9 a.m. First, we had a breakfast in Warung Wajib Brastagi. The food was delicious and tasty. The price was also cheap. Since it was a peak season, many local tourists visited Brastagi. It was crowded at that time. Jadi nakku, Mem sudah sediakan satu event di sini. Tugas kalian apa? You are going to elaborate my text. Kalian akan menambahkan satu event lagi di sini. Oke, tambahkan satu event lagi. Setelah dari warung wajib, kalian mau kemana? Ya kan? Tadi di awal kita sudah bahas tentang tempat wisata di Brastagi. Dan Mem yakin semua di sini sudah pasti pernah ke daerah Brastagi, ya kan? Jadi Mem mau masing-masing orang put one event, letakkan satu event di sini kalian pergi kemana, and then you can put reorientation also. Jadi letakkan minimal satu event, setelah dari warung wajib mau kemana, oke? Setelah itu letakkan juga reorientation. Oke, memberikan kalian waktu sekitar 5-7 menit untuk menuliskan sebuah teksnya. Tuliskan nanti jawabannya di link Google Form kita ini. Oke, langsung ditulis di situ, langsung diketik di situ. Oke, pengalaman kalian jalan-jalan ke Brastagi. Satu event dan letakkan satu reorientation. Oke, you can work now. Kalian bisa mulai kerja sekarang. Silahkan, jangan lupa hati-hati penggunaan verbnya harus simple past, ya kan? Harus pakai simple past menggunakan event. Oke? You can start to work now. Saya tunggu hasilnya. Setelah itu nanti kita akan diskusikan apakah yang kalian sudah kerjakan itu sudah benar atau belum. Oke? You can open the Google Form now. Silahkan langsung buka Google Formnya dan dijawab pertanyaannya. Oke? Yes, please. You can turn off your camera, nggak apa-apa matikan kameranya sebentar sambil mengerjakan dulu, oke? Setelah itu nanti Mem akan lihat siapa yang sudah mengirim respon di Google Form-nya untuk the third worksheet. Oke, kelas. If you have a problem, kalau ada problem, silahkan ditanya kepada Mem langsung. Oke, sambil Mem melihat apakah sudah ada yang mengirimkan Google Form-nya. Oke, so I have seen the result, okay, of your own personal recount text. Sudah ada yang mengirimkan di sini, Mem lihat. ada si Bella, ada si Connie yang sudah mengirimkan di sini di Google Form-nya, oke? Sambilan yang lain tetap mengerjakan, coba kita lihat, oke? Apakah yang dikerjakan ini sudah benar ya? Oke, kita lihat bersama-sama. Okay, so this is the answer from Bella. Ini jawaban dari si Bella. Oke, ini dari si Bella. Sekarang silahkan Bella kamu baca jawabannya. Yes, please. Bella.
Yes.
Oke, Bella. Yes, please. After having a breakfast, we decided to. Oke, apa kamu lanjutkan cerita ini, Bella?
After that, we go to Gundaling. In Gundaling, I rode a horse. It was my first time riding a horse.
Okay.
And I was very exciting.
Okay.
Then I took many selfies in Gundaling.
Okay.
Since the view is very beautiful.
Okay.
After that, we went to Brastagi traditional market to buy some fruits. It was a memorable experience and we enjoyed it a lot.
Okay.
That's it, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Bella. So, according to Bella, dia sudah melanjutkan cerita ini katanya setelah dari warung wajik tadi, destinasi selanjutnya adalah they went to Gundaling Brastagi. Very good. And then in the Gundaling, they took many photographs. And then before going home, they went to Pasar Traditional Market Brastagi. Very good, Bella. So I see that your events, you have put one event Gundaling, okay, at least one event. Setelah itu juga ada event keduanya, ternyata you want to Pasar Buah Brastagi. So your personal recount is very good, sudah bagus. And then also you put your reorientation. It was a very good experience. Thank you very much, Bella. Bagus sekali. Next, siapa lagi yang mau membaca? Siapa lagi yang mau membaca? Yes, please. Sudah ada 3 di sini.
Saya, ma'am.
Oke, Connie. Yes, please, Connie. Ini dari Soraya. Coba saya lihat dari Connie. Oke, yes, please, Connie, please read.
After having breakfast, we decided to go to Bukit Kubu. The ticket is around 30,000 per each person.
Okay.
And we then played kite there.
Okay.
The air was fresh and the wind blew. We ran and took many photographs in Bukit Kubu. After that, we went to Pasar Kaget in the afternoon to have a dinner.
Okay.
We were very to spend holiday in Brastagi.
Okay. Thank you very much, Connie. Different from Bella, berbeda dari Bella, si Connie ini dia perginya ke Bukit Kubu, okay? And then she played kite there. Dia bermain layang-layang di situ. Very good, okay? So it is very good. Jadi sudah 2 yang presentasi, Mem sudah lihat eventnya sudah bagus, sudah menggunakan juga kata-kata simple past yang sudah benar, ya kan? Ada decided, ada road, ada juga took many selfie, oke, very good. Jadi eventnya sudah benar dan juga reorientation-nya juga sudah benar. So class, what you have written about personal recount text is correct. Jadi tadi sudah 2 orang, nanti yang lain tetap dikirimkan ke Google Form-nya, nanti Mem akan periksa. Nanti kalian juga saling mengomentari hasil kerja temannya. Jadi nanti yang sudah presentasi seperti Connie and Bella, please post your personal recount in the Facebook, our Facebook group, and then also in our blog. And then the other participants, murid yang lain nanti, silahkan kalian mengomentari apakah sudah benar, apa yang masih mau diimprove, oke? Nanti silahkan kalian saling berkomentar ya. Oke, students. So, as our closing sebagai penutup kita, we learn about personal recount today. What can you conclude about personal recount? Apa yang kalian bisa simpulkan tentang personal recount hari ini? Apa yang?
Saya, ma'am.
Yes, please, Connie.
Personal recount is about past experience.
Personal recount is about past experience. And then, is that all, Connie? That's all. Okay. Okay.
I learned about the generic structure. There is orientation, events, and reorientation.
Okay. Orientation, events, and reorientation. Thank you very much, Connie. Okay, very good. Okay. Any other students who want?
Saya, ma'am.
Yes, please, Soraya.
Saya, ma'am.
Ya.
Ya, jadi di personal recount itu kan mem language feature-nya itu pakai simple past tense sama apa sih namanya itu mem yang penghubung-penghubung itu?
Conjunction.
Conjunction. Nah, itu mem yang saya tahu.
Oh, okay. So it using simple past and then also conjunction. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much, Soraya. So Connie and Soraya, okay, they have concluded the lesson about personal recount. Dan yang mereka katakan itu sudah benar, okay, sudah bagus. Personal recount itu kata kuncinya adalah past experience, okay. And then it uses simple past and conjunction yang seperti dikatakan Soraya tadi. Dia menggunakan simple past. Namanya saja sudah past experience, ya kan? Berarti menggunakan simple past. And then also there are 3 generic structure. Ada 3 generic structure-nya. Apa itu? Orientation, and then events, and then reorientation. Right, students? So I have seen you sending the first, the second, and then the third worksheet. Saya sudah lihat kalian sudah mengirim, beberapa sudah mengirimkan worksheet yang pertama, worksheet yang kedua, dan juga worksheet yang ketiga. Untuk worksheet yang pertama, both of the groups, dua-duanya grupnya jawabannya benar, sudah baik dalam menganalisisnya. So I will give you 100. Saya berikan nilainya 100 untuk kedua grup, oke? Okay? Karena analisis worksheet yang pertamanya sudah benar. And then for the second worksheet, untuk worksheet yang kedua, the group that got 100 is the first group. Congratulations first group, oke? Okay? Grup 1 bagus sekali karena tadi mampu menemukan differencesnya. Jadi nilainya 100 untuk grup 1, and then group 2 because your answer is incorrect about differences, so I will give you 90. Untuk grup kedua itu memberikan nilainya 90 ya, karena tadi salah di bagian differencesnya. And then for the third worksheet, untuk worksheet yang ketiga untuk membuatkan personal recount-nya tadi, si Connie dan Bella yang masih sudah mengirimkan, sambil yang lain juga tetap mem tunggu. So Connie, I like your composition, okay. I like your personal recount text, okay. Your idea is good, idenya juga bagus, susunan kosakatanya bagus, juga kreativitas tulisannya juga bagus. So I give you 92, okay. For Bella, also I give you 92. Jadi nilainya sudah bagus. Dan untuk afektifnya, sikapnya dari grup 1 dan grup 2 secara grup yang paling berpartisipasi banyak itu adalah saya lihat di grup kedua, oke? Okay? So I give you the affective, saya akan berikan nilai afektifnya untuk grup kedua itu saya berikan nilai efektifnya itu adalah 95. Congratulations grup 2. Mem sudah berikan assessment untuk semua grup. Jangan lupa yang belum mengirimkan segera mengirimkan di Google Form yang sudah Mem sediakan. Oke, kelas? So students, that's all about our lesson today. Hari ini itulah topik kita hari ini. Jangan lupa tetap dipelajari kembali tentang personal recount text. Nanti ada tugas di rumah Mem sudah bagi melalui blog dan juga melalui Facebook dan WhatsApp. Please do it, okay, the homework dikerjakan dengan benar dan dengan baik. Next topik kita selanjutnya untuk pertemuan minggu depan adalah song. Kita akan bernyanyi-nyanyi bahasa Inggris, jadi nanti the next topic is song. So, before we leave the Zoom meeting, please lead the prayer. Siapa yang bawa doa kita hari ini? Yes, please. Saya mau santap.
Saya, Mem.
Oke, Soraya, boleh. Soraya, please lead our prayer today.
Oke, after we have studied, let's pray together. Start. Finish.
Okay, thank you very much students. Jangan lupa selalu apply protokol kesehatan. We'll see you again next week with our new topic. Thank you and see you class. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
See you, ma'am. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Okay.